I'm coming back to my favorite subject of the year, balance. And I insist on it because it bothers me. Because it bugs me that it could fall under the radar, even for me, that my balance was declining. And I say even for me, not because I'm a great genius or something, or terribly special, but because I work with movement. This is my vocation. I'm a Feldenkrais practitioner. I am trained to notice the details of my mobility. I look at it, examine it, play with it, often, and still it took me time to notice. Notice that I tend to sit down when I put on my shoes, that I put a hand on the wall when I put on my pants, that I tend to put a hand on the handrail when I go down the stairs. These are the kind of balance scratches that are just there as part of the environment, so we use them without noticing. But a decade or two ago, I didn't need them, so I wasn't using them. And now that I've noticed it, now that I'm aware of it, I find it impossible to get unaware of it. Now I'm almost obsessed with noticing how my balance is doing, how it functions, how it is at play, constantly. So now I slow down and don't put a hand on the wall when I put on my pants. And if I wobble, that's wonderful. It means that the system is working. And when I go down the stairs, I stay away from the handrail. And of course, I'm careful. I don't want to fall on my nose, but I let my balance system work. And I often put on my socks in the air without sitting down or holding on to anything. And I put on my shoes in the air. It is challenging. It can be challenging for younger people too, but it's a good exercise. And now that I know it's an issue and it's on my mind, I do it often. I challenge my balance. Here's the thing. It's a fact. Our control of balance declines with age. That is, statistically. On average. And because I'm a Feldenkrais practitioner and I know that our brain is plastic and can change, and I know that we can learn at any age, learn and improve. That's why I don't accept these statistics as if it were a law of nature. We don't have to deteriorate with age. We don't have to lose control over our balance. We lose it because we don't use it. This is how I understand the statistics, and this is what makes me try to become the outlier of those statistics, and also try to help you be the outlier. Because the fact that there are older people who have excellent balance, that can ski and skate and stand on their hands and ride a motorcycle, means that it's possible. Those people who can do these amazing things at any age have the same nervous system as you and me. They make it work, they challenge it, they play with their balance, and as a result, they have excellent balance. And we could all do the same. You don't have to want to ski or skateboard or surf or walk on a tightrope. It's enough if you just want to be safe on your feet, confident when you walk, go down the stairs without fear, and simply have an excellent balance and general wellness. Well, you can make your brain work, make your system work, and you will have all of those things. Because this is a universal rule. Our brain follows, without fail, this principle. It's a use it or lose it brain. The function that we stop using will get worse and worse, and we may even lose it completely. And balance is one of those functions. It is a tendency in our culture for older people to move less, to do less, to walk less. And in our modern environment, our balance is chronically under-challenged at any age. We walk on cushioned shoes that restrict our feet mobility. We walk on paved and flat surfaces. if we walk at all. So our feet forget their natural mobility and their skill to respond and adapt to varied, uneven surfaces. Consider that we evolved to walk barefoot, we weren't born with shoes on Mother Earth, not on flat cement. Here's another fact. The human foot, mine, yours, has 26 bones and 33 joints. You know what that means? Mobility. A joint is a space between bones where there is some mobility. 26 bones, 33 joints. You put all this wonderful construction in a hard shoe, and that mobility goes to sleep. We don't use it, and we lose it. When we walk mainly on flat surfaces, the mobility of the foot is uniform. It's always the same, it's reduced to a minimum, and shoes reduce it even more. So mobility diminishes, and of course, it gets worse with age. If you touch older people's feet, which we do in individual Feldenkrais classes, you often see feet that have forgotten how to move. They look and feel like one hard piece. Where are those 26 bones and 33 joints? It feels like they're fused together. Imagine how this affects that person's balance. Not good. And still, at any age, the bones are still there, the joints are still there, and you can wake them up. Start playing with them, make them move, and they will wake up. Start using this system, and you won't lose it. And you can regain it, and you can improve it, you can bring it back to life at any age. This is what brain plasticity means. And when you think of it this way, that it's actually the brain that you have to wake up, not so much the mechanics of the foot, but the brain activity that makes it move. You do that, and the mechanical mobility will follow and cooperate. You do it by activating your brain. So you don't have to push and pull and torture your foot. You have to start playing. And when you play, it's not a torture, it's a pleasure. It's enjoyable. And you will want more of it. So there you have it. Here are my 2 cents for today. Start playing with your balance. Make it work. Challenge the system. Which means, more than anything, challenge your brain. Wake it up. And you will improve your balance. Not only avoid deterioration, not only maintaining your current level, really improving. Yes, at any age. Because if you wanted to start skateboarding or rollerblading or windsurfing today, at whatever age, you could. It may take longer than to a 20-year-old, but so what? You still have the same nervous system, the same body structure. You have everything it takes to do any of those crazy stuff that humans like you and me know how to do. They weren't born with a skill, they learned it. And so can you. So you don't have to start an extreme sport. It's enough if you want to feel safe and confident and have your body agile and responsive and know that you can still follow your dreams. Well, you can. And if that's what you want, I have something to offer, my little grain of sand that could help you start. I've created it for myself, and it can serve you too. It's a tiny series of balance challenges, 12 of them. Different ways of playing with your balance, make it work and improve. They're very small and they fit your current level because the level of difficulty is adaptable to start small and raise the bar with time. You can do them anywhere, anytime, even for just a few seconds. If you remember to come back to them often and challenge your balance, it will improve. Just to give you some context, here are some US statistics. 1 in 4 older adults over 65 falls each year. Each year, a quarter of older adults over the United States lose their balance and fall. Here's another harrowing fact. 3 million older adults are treated in emergency departments annually for falls injury. Every year, in the US alone, 3 million adults fall bad enough that they need emergency treatment. So it's kind of an epidemic, you know? And it is so obviously caused by our lifestyle, not by the mere fact of getting older. It's caused by lack of use. We don't have to fall like flies as we age. We fall because we forget how to manage our balance and stability. Because this skill is severely under-challenged. We become more fragile and less stable because our brains forgot how to keep us upright in varying circumstances. So there it is. Wake up your brain. Be the outlier of those statistics. There's so much you can do about it. And if you want some help, take a look at your daily balance snippet. It will give you some ideas and keep you moving, and it will help you improve your control of balance. And only this week it's half price because it's a new course and I really want you to have it. Stay well, stay in motion.